Hola, this is Ursula here from Simply Cuba. Currently, as you can see, not in Cuba because the borders are closed. However, we thought this is the perfect time to start preparing you for your next trip to Cuba when you come and visit us and enjoy a beautiful tour of this amazing country. So, the first question that we often get to ask is, do I need to get a visa to visit Cuba? In most instances, the answer to that will be yes. There are only 19 countries in the world who do not require a visa to enter Cuba, and I will share the list with you below. People from any other country apart from that will need to obtain a visa prior to traveling to Cuba. What is required is actually called a tourist visa, otherwise known as a tourist card, which is a physical document. Here is one we prepared earlier. So you will need to carry this with yourself at all time. This visa is valid for 30 days. You can apply for a 30-day extension once you are in Cuba. So how can you apply for this document? Basically, you can apply at your place of residence through your local Cuban embassy. You can check with your airline whether they provide it, because some of them may do, like Canadian Airlines will provide you with a visa if you're going to Havana from any of the Canadian countries. You can also get it at some of the airports prior to your flight into Cuba. For example, if you're flying through Mexico City, you can basically turn up at the airport at Mexico City and go and purchase your tourist card there and then. Generally speaking, if you apply through the embassy, the costs are a little bit higher. However, at least you know you have a peace of mind because you've got your visa in hand prior to traveling, and if your plane gets delayed, there is no stress. You're already prepared, ready to go. The processing time, if you are going through the embassy, is anywhere between 1 and 4 weeks, generally speaking. So what documents will you need for your application? Firstly, you will need a valid passport for the duration of your stay. Plus, it is good to have a 6-month validity left on your passport at any time of your traveling anywhere in the world. You also must have your return flights booked and confirmed, in place, ready to go. You also must be able to provide travel insurance. You cannot actually enter Cuba without travel insurance. You must also have a proof of funds for your stay. For example, a bank account that you can show at least $50 a day in there. For as long as you're staying. If you are traveling alone with children, you may also need to provide parenting rights documents. Now, I also must note that if you are a US citizen, it is best to apply for your visa in the US via the Cuban embassy, because as at today, it is actually illegal for US citizens to travel to Cuba for tourism purposes. So there are 12 other reasons that you can choose from to travel, and probably the best one suited for tourism is the category called to support the Cuban people. This visa actually has conditions in place, such as the utilization of a local guide or the usage of casa particulares, which is basically private homes, like homestays sort of thing. Also, you need to note that American travel insurance is actually not accepted in Cuba. So you will have to find some sort of other international insurer and obtain your travel insurance policy through them. Please note that we strongly recommend that you verify the information with regard to visa requirements prior to your travel with the Cuban embassy, even if anyone else can provide it for you. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you can figure out what you need to do from here, and we'll see you in Cuba when you're traveling. Bye.